As somebody who has reviewed various generative images spaces and websites, let me confess that Stylar.ai has really impressed me. I'm going to scroll down very quickly just to give you an idea of how many different styles the website offers out of the box, which are also grouped into various categories, for example, fashion designing, logo designing, abstract art, and others. So in today's video, we are going to take a look at some of the styling options that the website provides out of the box. So I'm going to click on new project and it's going to open up a canvas in front of me. First of all, I'm going to set the dimension as well as give it name to this project. I intend to import one of my own portraits. I'm going to choose the resolution or aspect ratio of 3:4 and say confirm. There are three options to choose from: either import image, text to image, which is something we'll see shortly, and image to image. The first thing I'm going to do is import an image. So I'll go to image to image. Over here from the styles dictionary, I'll choose the character design just to showcase. And in the character design, if I scroll down, this is more of a character look that I'm interested in for this particular image. I'm going to choose that. And for the moment, I'm not going to provide anything in the prompt, neither play with structure match or style intensity. This is something I'll explain later. And I'm just going to click on Stylar.ai. The system is going to generate 4 options for me to choose from. As you can see, there are 4 options which are being created. Looking at the style in which I was standing, I'm just going to import one of them just to showcase you how the output has been generated. So I'm going to select one of them and place on canvas. As you can see on the top right, there are layers. So if I can hide and show any layer. Now if I hide the top layer, you can see that the output image was an exact replica of the input that I provided in terms of the suiting, the style and everything else. And that is when we did not play with the styling options or even provided a prompt. This was just for a quick demonstration, but we can do better. So let me go back to the home page. Now this was a very simple image to begin with. How about we choose an image which is complex in nature? So let me go to a new project. I'm going to choose a dimension of 16:9 and confirm. Again, I'm going to import an image. As you can see, this is a complex image in a way that there are so many objects. There's a picnic table, I'm wearing sunglasses, there are trees and even mountains on the background, and I want to fiddle around with some of the styles which are available. So again, I'll go to image to image. This time around, I'll choose an image which is minimalistic in nature. So let me go to illustration design and see if I find something here. And seems like this minimalistic character is a good style to begin with. It's pretty simpler, and that's something I want to give a shot to. So I'm going to choose it. So in the prompt, rather than typing myself, describing how the input image is or influencing how the output is going to be, how about I choose the option of auto prompt and see how rich it is. So what you can see here, this is an extremely accurate description in terms of the way I'm seated, the bench, the side view, the trees, the forest and everything else, even in terms of the shades that I'm wearing. Now, in terms of structure match and style intensity, just to showcase you. So if I bring the structure match to 1, I'm enforcing the system to output the image, which is an exact replica in terms of structure. So where the trees are, the output image will have the same trees. The way the bench is being placed, even the way I'm seated, everything will have to be exactly the same. And if I bring it down, I'm actually allowing the system to fiddle around with some of the settings and fill the canvas by itself with the creativity. And the style intensity again is how much I want to influence the output image to be a replica of the style that I've chosen. So I'm going to bring it down to 100% and then say Stylar.ai. Again, 4 images are created. In terms of how the output is, this one really stands out. So I'm just going to place it on the canvas again, just to showcase you by showing and hiding that it is an exact output, exact replica in terms of styling, the way the output has been generated. But this also gives me an option that I can actually fiddle around with the output image. For example, I can remove the background. And so with that being a possibility, let's try to push ourselves a little. And let me showcase you some of the animation which can be developed or some funky image which can be developed using this tool. So we'll go back to the home page. This time I'm going to choose again from scratch. Now I'm going to choose a 16:9 ratio because I know this is the sort of an image I'm going to import. Go to import images. Now if you see what's going on here, I happen to be on a hill station and I'm standing in front of a mountain, but I like this style. And what I want to do is to replicate this style and turn that into a graffiti background, a wall in front of which I'm standing. So can we do that? Absolutely. So go to image. And this time I'm going to go to character design and I'm going to choose this vivid stylization. Again, I'm going to use auto prompt. And this time, because I have to create an output image, which is based on this input style of mine, I'm going to go to the structure match of 100%. And I also want to enforce the style and intensity to 100%. On the top right side, you can see the credits which are being burned every time you perform an operation or 4 results are created, you actually burn 4 credits. I can choose the output which I'm interested in, and let me go with this style. So I'm going to choose this and place on canvas. As you can see, this is an exact replica, but I want to remove the background because I want to replace the background with a graffiti wall. Okay, this looks good enough. The character is standing exactly where I was in the original image, but I'm going to go back and hide this actual layer. And now I have the complete canvas to actually play around with. We will now showcase the capability of text to image. As soon as I click on text to image, you can see the entire canvas is now been filled up or highlighted, which means the output image will take up this entire space. You can even choose a particular portion. And to fill the background, I want to have a graffiti style of an image. This looks good, so I'm going to choose graffiti splash and I'm just going to describe a wall. I like this style. I'm going to place it on the canvas. I'm going to bring the layer down to layer 2. And as you can see, now the way I was standing, I'm now standing in front of a graffiti wall. And I can go ahead and export it as an output image. Now this gives me another idea. And to demonstrate that, I'll go back to the home page. As I was looking at my left, I found one of the toys of my daughter. And I thought, how cool would that be if I can create some artwork or a logo based upon that toy. So I'm going to import that image. So as you can see, this is a 3D toy of my daughter. Can I convert that into a logo? The first thing I'm going to do is to remove the background. Once the background has been removed, let me try to rotate it a bit. Okay, I've rotated it a bit and this looks good to me. Let's go back to image. This time I'm going to choose logo design. And there are a few logo styles in front of us. I'm going to choose majestic logo. And in the prompt again, I'm going to use auto prompt. So while I've kept the structure mesh to 100%, I'm going to keep the style intensity to 0.7 just to allow the system to experiment more. Alright, so 4 images have been created and I think I want to go with this. So I'm going to place it on the canvas. So I think the last thing that I need to do here is to add some text. Let's type in something, for example, toy store, just for the demonstration purposes. And this looks good to me. So back to the homepage, Stylar.ai really stands out and it is really underrated in the community. I haven't found a lot of people who are talking about it. So I wanted to share that with all of you. I hope you like it and I'll be back with another AI video. Thank you.